Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Ron Nicoletti here. What a day. 11 races, of course, highlighted by the Princess Rooney, the Grade 3 win, and you're in. You go to the Breeders' Cup if you win it. 4 other stakes races on the card. Lots of action. Let's go to Pete Aiello with those track and weather conditions.
Partly cloudy conditions for racing today with the main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, and the turf course good. However, that being said, the first race is off the turf today. Race 1, scratch number 2, Lily's back. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start out wide for Lucky Flay, who heads off for the early advantage. Moving between horses, Joyful Eliza's not far away. Tucking in toward the rail, Grexis comes away in third. Muscle Maiden is ahead of D'Argento Bolt, who's toward the rail. Then Giddy Up Baby. She lingers second last and angles off the inside. The one at the back is Valley of Dawn. Around the first turn they go. Joyful Eliza and Eliza Greenidge lead by a length and a half. Lucky Flay is there second, D'Argento Bolt third. Grexis is hard to handle racing in fourth. Muscle Maiden is down toward the inside ahead of Giddy Up Baby, who's still second last, and the trailer is Valley of Dawn. Pretty strong opening quarter here, 23-3. The leader is Joyful Eliza, 3 parts of a length. Lucky Flay is second. Vasquez continues to fight with Grexis, who's racing a joint third. At the rail, that's the gray D'Argento Bolt. Muscle Maiden guided into the clear by Zayas with Giddy Up Baby on her back, and Valley of Dawn is last. They went the half in 48 seconds flat, and they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Joyful Eliza by a length. Lucky Flay is second. Grexis is third. D'Argento Bolt is fourth. Muscle Maiden fifth, making a bit of hard work at it. She's not kicking on much. Giddy Up Baby starts her rally. She ponders an inside course of action, 6 lengths off the lead, as Joyful Eliza has the lead. On the outside, here's the move from Grexis, but wheeling out for the center is a Perez on Giddy Up Baby, and the favorites under a full head of steam as they reach the top of the stretch. Grexis tries to turn back Giddy Up Baby with an eighth of a mile to go. Grexis has the lead. Giddy Up Baby runs at her from the outside. Final 16th of a mile. Grexis and Giddy Up Baby. Giddy Up Baby and Grexis. Grexis, Giddy Up Baby. Grexis digs. Grexis holds. Grexis. Grexis beat Giddy Up Baby by a half a length with Joyful Eliza third and 144-1. And they're off. Excuses away well from the rail draw. Leroy Brown has speed. Bonfiglio between horses with Worth the Wait. These 4 are quickest. Torres getting over on Showboat, moving out the rail. Sweet Lazarus. Fight Club is between horses. UFO is way out wide. The 2 at the back, Zenair and Kryptonym. Around the first turn they go with the rail in the lead. Excuses, but he's not getting an easy time of it. 3 wide is Bonfiglio, 2 path Worth the Wait, so Gutierrez aborts mission on Excuses. He'll sit third. Fourth is Sweet Lazarus, a length and a half better than Leroy Brown. Showboat is at the inside. 2.5 more to Fight Club, who's encouraged already to buy Vasquez to try to keep up with UFO on his outside. Then Zenair, and Kryptonym is last. 23 strong seconds for the opening quarter, rolling right along here. Excuses is in a tough spot. He backed off, but he didn't get to pocket up, so now he's got to move through inside again through a 47 1/2 mile. Excuses takes over. Here's a backstretch brush from Kryptonym, and that sends Panici into action on Leroy Brown. So the pace quickens. Excuses has had an excuse today, but he's still ahead in front. Leroy Brown moving to him on the outside. Kryptonym is now third. Suddenly these top 3 have separation on the others, led by Sweet Lazarus, and from between Fight Club. They reach the top of the stretch. Kryptonym is in uncharted territory as he's now in front. 3/4, 112-1. It's Kryptonym and Jose Ferrer who turn first. Excuses tries to find under pressure. Leroy Brown coming up short from third. There's an eighth of a mile to go, but Kryptonym has it won. Jose Ferrer on that backstretch blitz, and it's going to work as Kryptonym for trainer Dan Hertak reporting home a decisive 6-1 winner. Kryptonym by 5 in the end. Excuses second, Leroy Brown third, then Sweet Lazarus and Showboat.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
Racing in the Aventura Stakes. Clean start for both favorites, and Wayne's Law splits them. Wayne's Law for a narrow lead, Road Forever on the outside. Strategic Reserve toward the rail, and Mitoto, as that kicked already, he's about 6 lengths off the speed. So the two favorites will get acquainted early on here, as Strategic Reserve is along the inside and Road Forever's on the outside. They're locked up heads apart past the opening quarter, 5 ahead of Wayne's Law, and the trailer is Mitoto. The opening quarter was 24 seconds flat. That's a reasonable pace. Strategic Reserve continues to spar with Road Forever, both of which working well off the inside. It's the white face of Wayne's Law who bides time in third, 3 better than Mitoto, who's last of all with 4.5 furlongs to run. On the outside, it's Road Forever. Toward the inside, it's Strategic Reserve. They went the opening half, 46-4, so they did some work in that second quarter. They're 6 ahead of Wayne's Law, who's now third, and Mitoto is just outgunned. Around the far turn they go. Strategic Reserve holds the rail. Up on the outside, it's Roads Forever. It's only 3 now to Wayne's Law, who tries to get a rally together behind the embattled favorites, and Mitoto is way back. They run to the top of the stretch, a 1/4 mile from home. Road Forever on the outside, Strategic Reserve toward the inside. They continue to be locked in battle, and Wayne's Law is getting a rally together as they straighten for the drive. Wayne's Law with dead aim. He's powering up alongside Road Forever, who did too much too soon. Strategic Reserve softened up Road Forever, and Wayne's Law is the beneficiary. Front and center for Tiz the Law's Wayne's Law, booting away under Marcos Meneses for Amador Sanchez to win the Aventura Stakes by 5. Road Forever is second from Strategic Reserve third, and Mitoto finished fourth in 140-4. And they're off. Good start in the middle for Persistent Danger. Here's Rolling On, who's exactly that early. Rolling On to the top. Jaramillo sends him away with a 2.5 length lead over Persistent Danger, who's on the chase from second. Leanne's Warrior is now third. Mayhem in the Palace is out racing in the center. Just ahead of him is Golden Skull. A gap of 5 more to Zozan, and the veteran Amor Lejano beaten for speed. The speed is on. Rolling On kicks clear. They went 22 strong seconds to the opening quarter. Rolling On's lead is 4 lengths. Persistent Danger is now second, and a gap of 3 more. That's Mayhem in the Palace, who tries to get a rally together from third. 4 ahead of Golden Skull, who just took over fourth from Leanne's Warrior, then Zozan, and Amor Lejano. They reach the top of the stretch. Rolling On is on a mission. He goes to the top of the lane on top 2.5. Persistent Danger is asked from second. From the outside, it's Mayhem in the Palace. Zozan's running home from the back. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Rolling On with no signs of fatigue. An eighth of a mile from home. Gaining ground is Mayhem in the Palace, and he's gaining good ground now. Rolling On starts to tie up. Down the center, Mayhem in the Palace launching at him. Mayhem in the Palace reaching Rolling On. Mayhem in the Palace in front. Rolling On was second. Zozan ran third. Then Amor Lejano in 1:10.3. They're off. Level start. Our Morning Brew ridden for the early advantage. Splitting horses are Barn Buddy, Sunset Harbor. Joining them is Secret Revenge. Defended holds the rail spot ahead of Reliable Lady, second last, and the trailer is Gridlock in the run to the opening quarter. The leader is Sunset Harbor in front 3 parts of a length. Our Morning Brew is their second out in the center. Reliable Lady is now third. Defended has a gap between horses in front of Gridlock, and shuffled to last is Secret Revenge. The opening quarter was ordinary, 22-3, as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's Safi 1-2 with Sunset Harbor leading Our Morning Brew by half a length. Poised to strike 3 wide is Reliable Lady. From behind the speed, fourth is Defended. She needs to giddy up from there ahead of Gridlock, who's up on the outside and starting a rally with 5/16 to run. Almost 4 in line. The leader now is Our Morning Brew. She takes over from Sunset Harbor, who battles hard toward the rail and kicks right back. Floating very wide off the corner is Gridlock with Reliable Lady just inside her. They're on their way home. Our Morning Brew roused forward here by Zayas, an eighth of a mile out and 2 on top. From the outside, Gridlock from between Reliable Lady. Final 16th of a mile, and Our Morning Brew is giving them the slip. It's Our Morning Brew for Averill Racing and Safi Joseph Jr. to win by 3.5. Reliable Lady was second. Gridlock ran third. Then Sunset Harbor and Defended in 1:17 flat. Racing and the Duke of Mischief. Good start outside for Roar of the Beast, who heads off for the early advantage. Here's Step moving up to take him on. Away at the rail is Pure Class. He's an early third. Second last early is Awesome Train. The early trailer is Big Data. And the run out of the chute, it's Roar of the Beast, who has outside position and the lead, with Step moving up toward the rail to challenge from second. 2.5 more to Pure Class. Jaramillo has a good spot for him. He's third, angling off the inside for a clear shot. It's a gap of 3 more to Big Data, and Awesome Train is last. They head to the half-mile point. Working way out in the center, Roar of the Beast and Edgard Zayas are the leaders. Toward the inside, Step with some token pace pressure in second, working 3 better than Pure Class third. Then it's a gap of 1.5 to Big Data and 2 more to Awesome Train. They went to half in 47 seconds flat as they swing now around the far turn. With the rail advantage, Step comes through inside of Roar of the Beast to challenge for control. 2.5 more to Pure Class, who's driven from third. Big Data's fourth, and at the rail, it's Awesome Train. They pass the 5/16 and run for home. On the outside, Roar of the Beast toward the rail. Step, they're still locked up heads apart. With a rail skimming ride, it's Edwin Gonzalez on Awesome Train, who tries to continue on with it after 3 quarters in 1:11.4. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Step, an eighth of a mile from home with an outside running Awesome Train taking aim from second. They come past the 8th pole. Step is in front. Awesome Train lifting to him. It's Step who digs. Awesome Train on the outside is running out of time. Step, Awesome Train, Step wins. Step beat Awesome Train by a neck with Pure Class third, Roar of the Beast fourth in 1:37 flat.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Good start from between horses for Always Adriana. She's headed off for the early advantage, taken on at the rail by I Love Venezuela. These two kick on. They've opened 2 on Diamonds for Lily, who comes away racing in third. Up to the far outside, Sal's Dream Girl's the gray. She gets over to race in the 3 path with Strand of Gold holding down the rail. Then it's Mia More 3 wide. Worldly Beauty's between horses. She fled the scenes along the rail. A length and a half to Co-C, who spots the leader about 7 lengths, while third last. Second last is the Sunroof, and the trailer is Compass Rises. Opening quarter strong, 23-1. I Love Venezuela makes her intentions known. She's on top a length and a half. Always Adriana's in a flanking position, second, 2.5 back to Sal's Dream Girl, racing together with Diamonds for Lily, who's along the inside. Way out in the center is Mia More. That's not making Worldly Beauty happy as she's trying to hold her spot. Half mile was 48 seconds flat. They pass the big board and swing to the far turn. I Love Venezuela has the lead by half a length. Worldly Beauty is 3 wide with Always Adriana in the 2 path. Far outside Mia More, then Sal's Dream Girl dropping back toward the rail. Diamonds for Lily. Trying to rally from the back, Strand of Gold, but she fled the scene. And up on the outside, a ran from Co-C. They speed around the far turn at the 5/16. I Love Venezuela in a bid to make all. She's put away Always Adriana. She stretched out Worldly Beauty, and there's not much running home from the back. Off the turn and the stretch drive, 3/4, 112-1. It's Cipriano Gil, and I Love Venezuela in the midst of a tour de force as she's took the lead early, and she's never looked back. It's I Love Venezuela for Gonzalez Racing and Ronald Coy, a 7th race winner by 3 lengths. Second was Sal's Dream Girl. Compass Rises appears to win the show photo over Mia More 4th in 142-4. Racing in the Uumphrey. Eamon was off last, Cruisin' Man off a step slow, but Cruisin' Man rushes forward to take the lead. From the far outside, Asher's Edge is going to join him, and these two race on. They've gone 2 better than Win From Within, who's away in early third, Abrir Caminos on his outside, then Biz Buzz, and Eamon is a long way behind. He's better than 15 lengths off the lead of Cruisin' Man. Cruisin' Man has the lead, Asher's Edge right alongside second, 2 back. Abrir Caminos is now third and has to quicken. From the rail, that's Win From Within, then Biz Buzz. Zayas trying to motivate Eamon, but he's a long way behind as they reach the top of the lane. 21-3 for the opening quarter, and here's Asher's Edge up to take the lead now. Abrir Caminos swung to the center on the far outside. Biz Buzz, they're 1/8 of a mile from home. Asher's Edge giving all the right answers. Dedwin Gonzalez, he's a 16th out with a winning lead. Asher's Edge will win the Uumphrey, and he'll win it by 3 in the end. Second, Abrir Caminos. Third was Biz Buzz. Closer fourth, Win From Within or Cruisin' Man. And they're off. From the middle, 3-0 was quick to begin. Sent forward is Beach Colt up on the far outside. Banneker's trying to get over. Into the mix goes Street Rod. It's a logjam for the early lead. Back behind the speed, it's Latch the Hatch. Racing at the rail, Maitre D. Out the center goes Lord Barrier. Third last is he. Second last is Bound for Trouble. The trailer Take Care of Business. To the far turn they go, and Baracco and Banneker have the lead. Lord Barrier moves up on the outside second. Street Rod is the gray. At the rail, Beach Colt. 3-0 is next. Zayas getting Maitre D off the inside for a wide rally. Trying to run home from the back. Take Care of Business is underway. Yellow colors far outside. They went the opening quarter in 21-1. They're off the turn. Who do you like here? On the far outside, it's Take Care of Business trying to run down Lord Barrier, who makes a narrow lead. 3-0's at the rail. Beach Colt trying to hold for a slice. He's 30-1. This leader, he's Lord Barrier, and he's got it won. Lord Barrier and Rajiv Barrage to spring the upset from Take Care of Business second, Beach Colt third, then Maitre D, and 3-0, 55-3. They're off. And they're off in the Princess Rooney. Good start for Haul and Ice from down toward the inside. Slow into stride was Vincy Girl, but Haul and Ice takes the early advantage in the run out of the chute. From between horses, Ultimate Authority is now second. Nerazuri's on her outside. Claret Beret widest of all. Then Reputation, two better than Galop d'Hermé. The trailer is Vincy Girl, and the leader is Haul and Ice. Edgard Zayas and Haul and Ice to the top of the stretch, to the half-mile point, rather, leads by a length and a half. Nerazuri is second. Claret Beret moving up on the outside. Claret Beret only 2.5 lengths off the speed as they make their way to the final half mile. The opening quarter was ordinary here, just 23 seconds flat. With the advantage, it's still Haul and Ice by a length and a half. Nerazuri is second. Moving up on the outside, Claret Beret is now third. Reputation is there fourth. Three back to a retreating Ultimate Authority, then Vincy Girl and Galop d'Hermé. They run to the top of the stretch with Haul and Ice in front. From the outside, Claret Beret's giving up valuable real estate. Nerazuri running a good race between horses. At the rail, Reputation fourth, but needing to do better. Vincy Girl is next. Haul and Ice tries to get away. Off the top of the turn, it's the Arkansas-bred daughter of Coalfront. It's Haul and Ice, an eighth of a mile from Pay Dirt and 5 on top. Nerazuri outrunning her odds while trying to hold on to second. Reputation is at the rail, but it's on to the Breeders' Cup for Haul and Ice. Haul and Ice, a dominant winner of the Princess Rooney. She won by 5. Nerazuri ran the race of her life to be second, from Reputation third. Vincy Girl fourth, 122-4. And rudders away in the Ginger Punch. Good start outside for Leo Toro, put right on the early lead and looking to cross over. Let's Go Coco is at the rail. Starship Impulsive moves up on the outside. Then back to the blue-colored Charlie's Wish. Moving out the rail is Crafty Collector. Wide on the course is Show Off. Then at the rail, Burn Away. The two at the back, Oshala and Starship Agenda. They make their way to the first quarter, and up on the yacht side, here's a move from Leo Toro to take the lead. Leo Toro by almost a length. Let's Go Coco second, Starship Impulsive is third. At the rail, it's Crafty Collector in fourth, wide on the course and Show Off. Charlie's Wish got shuffled back a couple spots while racing fourth last. Third last is Starship Agenda. The two at the back are Burnaway and Oshala. The opening quarter was 24-2. Reasonable fractions put up here by Micah Husbands and Leo Toro, who have the lead. The half was 48 seconds flat. At the rail, Let's Go Coco made the leader work in the second quarter from Starship Impulsive, situated 3 wide in third. Show Off given the green light by Bravo, fourth on the outside. Then it's a driven Charlie's Wish, dropping back Crafty Collector. Starship Agenda's underway with Oshala, and Burnaway is last. They run to the top of the stretch. Leo Toro is still in front. From between horses, it's Starship Impulsive. Let's Go Coco fighting hard toward the rail. Far outside, it's Show Off, then back to Charlie's Wish, and they're on their way home. They went 3 quarters in 1:11-3. The leader is still Leo Toro, surrounded on both sides. Starship Impulsive tries to grind her down. At the rail, Let's Go Coco. From fourth, it's Show Off. Final 16th of a mile. It's Leo Toro yet to be headed. Leo Toro driven out. Leo Toro gate to wire in the Ginger Punch. Starship Impulsive was second. Third was Show Off. Fourth was Let's Go Coco in 1:39-3.
And that wraps a fantastic Saturday card. On Sunday, 10 races. Our first race post, 12:55 p.m. As I always say, boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.